Everybody, it is time for What's Hot. This is where we talk about the stories that have everybody talking.
We are joined today by local blogger Rochelle, Fritsch, and Jeff Wagner back with us. So 2 teacher's aides at an Atlanta middle school are caught on camera doing this, abusing special education students. They are accused of abusing a child with autism. Now, one of the aides has been charged, the other aide has not. Are there better ways to keep students safe while they are at school? This whole thing played out, though, where people tried to do the right thing. You had someone else in the department, a special education teacher, who said this is happening. She was ignored, so she set up a camera so that she could have proof.
Yeah, see, here's the really scary thing. You wonder how often this happens, and it's never discovered because there isn't the placement of cameras. I mean, remember a couple of years ago, we went through a situation where there was a child that was being abused on a bus by the bus driver. The kid, who was developmentally disabled, kept trying to tell the story. Nobody would believe him, and it wasn't until the parents outfitted the child with some hidden camera, and that generated all sorts of litigation about the appropriateness of that. I think, unfortunately, this goes on a lot more than we think, and I think schools need to be more aggressive about it. And this is one of these cases where this invasive technology, I say bring it on, because otherwise we wouldn't have known about this.
You know, and I agree with you. I think the other side to this as well is, what about a whistleblower policy? I mean, there's got to be something that's set up. This one teacher wanted to do the right thing. She told people that were above her, and still it wasn't heard. Is there some sort of whistleblower policy where teachers who are seeing abuses happen can go and not have to worry about keeping their jobs and still having the kids be safe? I think those things need to be going hand in hand.
Because I think if you don't have that, then some people might want to do the right thing, but they're thinking about, okay, I have a job, I need to feed my family.
Exactly.
Right, and the peer pressure.
If this is going to jeopardize me, I feel horrible, but I can't do that.
Right, the peer pressure. I don't want to be the one that dimes out these people I'm supposed to be working with, because then will everybody else treat me like I'm a pariah, when all you're really trying to do is absolutely the right thing. And again, what scares me about this, I just wonder how often this goes on.
Well, it makes
we
you
never hear
sick
about
because these kids can't speak for themselves. So, yeah, like you said, it's scary. How often does this happen?
It doesn't make sense that you've got these laws in place that people are required to report certain abuse cases if they see them, and yet that requirement can be trumped by the fear of retribution.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, we reveal the viewer's choice topic of the day.
And Brian Goddard back with another look at the forecast. It's kind of iffy.
3 days off, that's the life.
It's my new schedule. Now more of what's hot in our viewer's choice topic of the day.
Again, we are joined by Rochelle, Fritsch, and Jeff Wagner from 620 WTMJ. The viewer's choice topic, you pick this one. 2 crashes have led to the deaths of 4 motorcycle riders in Wisconsin in the past couple of days. The crashes are similar. Drivers not paying attention, crashing with motorcyclists. We know at least 2 of the bike riders were wearing helmets. Should it be a requirement that all motorcycle riders wear helmets? And you know what? This is one of those issues, Jeff, that you can bring up on the radio, and you can get angry people on the phone real quick by talking about this.
Yeah, I mean, here's the reality. In Wisconsin last year, there were 84 motorcycle deaths. 70% of those people who died were not wearing helmets. Now, I'm not suggesting that, all those people would have necessarily been saved had they been wearing helmets, but the truth of the matter is you're very, very vulnerable, you're very, very exposed when you're out there on a motorcycle, and I think it's bad judgment. This is easy for me to say because I'm not a motorcyclist, to not wear a helmet. That said, do you need a law for this? Well, you need a law that says, the law says you have to wear seat belts, but I understand this is very, very volatile. And if you want to get people upset, call for a motorcycle helmet law.
You know what, I agree too. I think, I went past a motorcycle rider on my way here that wasn't wearing a helmet, and it just looked very, very vulnerable and dangerous to me. But again, it's not something that we can say, you must do this. I think there are other things that we can be doing. It's getting to this time of year again with the warmer weather. Drivers, we need to be checking our blind spots, doing everything that we can to make sure that we're being cognizant of motorcycle riders. And then the other piece to this, and I wish I could draw the statistic, but I can't remember it. It's a really high number of motorcycle riders who haven't taken a motorcycle riding test or whatever that is. Is there something that can change about that? So I can buy my motorcycle, but I don't have to have any proof that I know how to use it safely. maybe that's a step that can be taken.
I think everybody needs to be more cognizant.
Yeah.
I was on a dirt bike as a kid, 25-mile-an-hour dirt bike, got hit with a June bug in the forehead. I will always wear a helmet if I ever get on a motorcycle.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys that, I'm not a biker, but guys that ride bikes, they say it changes the experience. It's different that when I use the analogy to
You think
seatbelts,
that's funny,
it's different.
Courtney?
Oh,
It hurt like the dickens.
You have a scar?
No, it just, you get hit with a June bug.
I'm sorry,
I'm
you were
just
being serious,
picturing
Jeff.
All right, lightning round.
No,
We're gonna move
we've got the bug story. That's
I
fine.
know. Can you trust strangers, like in your house or in your car? Millions of people handing over the car keys, house keys to strangers to make a little money. It is a new online boom called sharing economy. I say, heck no.
No.
They had in the report that NBC did. They had some guy rented his apartment for $300, and yeah, disgusting mess. He said he felt like his apartment was violated.
Yeah, you know what? I'm doing good to trust people passing out Halloween candy. So I'm drawing the line there. No thanks.
I'm not worried about what they would steal. I'm worried about just
them.
If you want a roommate, get a
being in my
roommate.
space.
What did they do here? Is that it?
Right.
Yeah.
What exactly? I mean, I guess I saw this story and I think, hey, there's a lot of my friends and relatives that I wouldn't necessarily trust to hang out in the house, much less strangers. No, I don't think so. I don't care how much dough they're paying. If I want to be a landlord, I'll find a rental place and I'll rent it.
Right, $1,200. You might have to spend that to clean it up. So you're not really making
You're really
a
not
profit.
letting that one go, are you?
It's an ugly scene.
Did I mention the June bug?
Yeah.
And you've got the scar, right?
No,
It was
no
this
scar,
big,
but
this big.
it hurt. All right, the What's Hot discussion continues online. Find that page at TM.